the application there. So let me just ping them for my screen share. Just 1 minute. And then we'll move forward. So we are going to make a component. I'm going to show you by starting from a level scratch. Okay. So while I'm getting access, I'll tell you a few things. In the React application, guys, in the whole React application, whatever the big or a small application you have, okay, whatever size of application you have, in a full big application of React also, you are only going to have one HTML file, guys. Means whatever big React application is,
Hello,
your,
sir.
yeah,
Sir,
Mohammed.
yes, sir. Screen is not visible, sir.
Sir, I just said this thing. I'm waiting for my screen share access. That's why
Okay.
meanwhile I'm just talking. So when I get access, I'll share my screen, sir. Don't worry. Okay. So what I was saying is that whatever the big size of the application that you have, in every big application of React also, or a small application of React also, you are going to have only and only one HTML file, guys. So how it looks, so let's go back and walk ourselves through the folder. So let's do this. This is a folder, guys, that got created last time, correct? Now in this folder, I'll open this src folder. Src stand for the source folder, guys. Okay, it's a source folder. Now in this source folder, what we have is, we have few files there, right? But I'll do one thing. I'm going to remove all this file from here. I'm not gonna keep any such file here, guys. So I'm going to start in a way. I'm gonna delete all this file first of all. We'll go in a folder, May React Morning, first app, and we'll bring this application back. We don't need it. And I'll go to src and select all and delete all. Okay. Now we'll go back to the public folder. In a public folder also, there are some of the files. If we see these files, what is there? The one is called fev icon. Okay. One is the fev icon. It's an image. That is like you go to the safe. You see this icon of the GitHub. You will see the icon of the MongoDB. You see this icon of the Gmail. So ultimately, this is called fev icon. So it have one thing called fev icon. First thing. Okay. Second thing, it have the HTML file, index.html file, guys. This is the only HTML file in the whole React application. There is a no more HTML file in the React application, guys. In this HTML file, so I'm gonna remove all the unnecessary thing. Like I'm gonna remove this comments, this comment, this link is also not required. If I remove this meta tag and all, and that's it, guys. This is the only thing that is there in the HTML file. If we remove all extra stuff, what we need is, we need one HTML tag, title tag, and the div whose ID is root. Div whose ID is root. Now is the one div whose ID is root. Now it is not compulsory to have ID name as root. You can give any ID here. Any means any ID here, but only thing that it have is this much content. So it have a head and the body, and the body have one tag of a one div here, guys. That's it. Nothing more than that. This is the simple thing that we need. This is the only folder structure. Now, what it have apart from that? It have a two logos. Manifest is not required ideally. There's something called PWA apps for that manifest required, and this font is also not required for me. See, this is the only thing. SRC is blank right now. Public have one file called index.html, and it have also the basic content here, guys. One title, one body, and this is the only HTML file in the whole application, guys. So the point is like this is the only and only HTML file, guys. It's there. Any doubt till this point, guys? Then I'll show you next thing. Okay. Now in the SRC, you need to make one file called index.js. See, in a public folder, the file name should be index.html. You cannot change the name of this file, guys. It should be index.html. And in the same fashion, in the SRC folder, there's a one file called index.js. I cannot change the name of the file. The file name should be index.js. And here the file name should be index.html, guys. This is HTML file and this is the JS file. Now in the package.json, it contains three main package. There are the three main packages which are there. The first package is React. React is a main library. I'll write down the summary of this package also. The three package are the three main package that required to make a React application. First is React. This is the main library of React application. Then React DOM. This help to display content. React DOM is the one that help to guys display content. And then you have a React script. This help to run the app. So there are three main packages are there: React, React script, and third one is your React DOM. What this package do? The first package, that is React, is the one, guys, that is the main package of the application. Then React DOM that help to display the content on the browser, and the React script that help to run the application. So that are three package in the package.json. So in the SRC folder, guys, the very first file is your index.js, and a public folder, the very first file is index.html. That's how the structure look like, and that's how we start. So we cannot change the name of these two files, neither this one, neither this one. Okay. Why? Because the React script that you have, this React script, this is a compiler script. So this script always look for these two files, guys. Earlier days, we have to do a lot of work, like something called Webpack, Babel. What are those things? Those are the own compiler. We have to write our own compiler at that time. All the compilation we have to do by ourselves. But here, what exactly it happen is, here it is not like that. Here nowadays we have one thing called React script that help to compile it. So we don't need those kind of things which we require earlier. Okay. See, configuration script to create React app, React DOM. If you see what it's a React package for working with DOM, means to display the content, and the React is a main library of JavaScript. Clear? Fine. Now, when we talk about, guys, your first file as the index file, we'll start writing the content there. How it start, I'll tell you. Here you will have to require one library. There is a syntax, guys, to import. Okay. So that two things are there. One is a ES5 syntax, one is ES6 syntax. And the best part is, all the people say for writing the React, we need a ES6 syntax. I'll show you by writing a React in the ES5 syntax also, guys, today. Okay. So let's start with, first of all, the latest one, that is ES6 syntax. How we start is, first of all, we have to import React from React. What does that mean? This syntax is very similar to write where React equal to require React, means React. So either write this way or this way. Both are apps. This is the ES6 syntax. This is the ES5 syntax. Here, what exactly happened is, guys, here we are saying that we are importing a React from library React. And why we are importing? Because I want to use the functionality of that. As I have to use the functionality of that, so I have to import it. So first we have to import React from React. This is my library name. This is my package name. What we have now. These three packages are there. The React DOM, React script, right? So this is the package name, guys. So imported React from React, or you write where React equal to require React. Both are absolutely fine. Next. So the next thing is, we write here the component. We are writing a first component here. Now we can write the function, normal function, right? Function name can be anything. I say function app. And now what this function will return? This function will return, guys, HTML. I write one h1 tag, say my React app. This is called as JSX. Earlier, before Java, before this React, functions does not return the HTML, guys, but now function also return the HTML. See, one JavaScript function return the HTML, and that's called as JSX. Although some people attach JSX files also, we'll talk about that. Now, this is the ES5 syntax of writing the function. This is the ES5 syntax of writing the function. Now, if same function I write in ES6, I will write like const app equal to bracket, arrow, curly bracket, and return. Now you write like this way or this way, both are, use any one of them. Both are absolutely fine, guys. So as of now, what I'm doing is I'll go with the latest syntax only. Okay, I'll just keep this at the bottom so that you guys can see later on. So we import React from React, then we say const app equal to bracket, and it basically return one of my HTML from there. Okay. Now the next thing is, I want to display this content on the browser. How? So now we need to import one more package, guys, called React DOM. From React DOM, we import React DOM. And with the help of this, we will display. How? We write React DOM dot render. React DOM have one method called render. These are version of JavaScript. ES5, ES6 is a version of JavaScript. Okay. So React DOM dot render, it's a method inside the DOM. Now what it need? It need to know the component name that you want to display. What do you want to display? I want to display my component called app. Okay. I need to display a component called app. And where you want to display? I want to display in document dot get element by ID root. What is this ID root? Remember, in HTML5, we have one div whose ID is root. So this is the same root. If we write here ABC, then in my index file, I have to write here ABC like this. So this is the ID which is in the HTML file, guys. So this ID and the index.js ID should remain same there. So this is the React. You have to import React DOM. We make a component and that return me the HTML. And with the help of this, we are binding HTML or say component in HTML file. So all this content, whatever you have as of now, will be placed here, guys, in between this div whose ID is root. Let me show you by running this code. So we'll go back and run this code. We'll go to first app and we start this. So what exactly happened here, guys? This is how exactly you start with your component. So you require, this is the very first component. So every component that you create, only and only first component, whatever is your first component is the only component that have this React DOM.render, because it's a single page application. All the display part will handle from this file. How other file will work, we'll talk about that later on. So now on the port number 3000, if you see, you will see your app is running. And if I change some content there, I'll say my first React app. It automatically restart and see, refresh. It's a my first React app. You see? So, and right click, inspect. If you inspect and go inside this element, see in the body, we have div whose ID is root, you see? And in this div, that h1 is there. So the h1 that we have here is now inside the div whose ID is root. See? You will see some people write JSX files. Anyways, by default, this is a JSX, guys. But some people write a JSX files. It's nothing gonna make a difference. So if I make it as JSX files, okay, I just have to restart the application. Control C to stop, Control C. Just restart the application. When you restart the application, you will see it will work as it is, guys. No change will come. Only thing is you write a JS file or JSX file. At the end of the day, inside every JS file, you're writing a JSX only, guys. Right? So it does not matter. So if you write a JSX files also, it's fine. But these days, if you see, maximum people are using the JS files only, because JS is a standard that everybody follow. But if somebody see a JSX files, no need to worry. So see, same output, nothing change. Just do one thing. If you're writing a JSX, then write everything as a JSX. If you're writing a JS, then you write everything into JS. It's just like that. If both are fine, so you go with any one of the way. So I'll prefer to go with the JS, guys, because that's what the market is using. So I'll stop it once again. Control C to stop and run this. Now tell me, anyone not clear with the flow? So first of all, when you run the code, this index.js run. Okay. This index.js compile all the code and load inside the HTML file. And the browser will load the HTML file for me, guys. Tell me anyone not clear with this code, first of all. Clear to all? Perfect. Now, if I show you by using this old syntax also, let's comment this part and let's open this part and then render. Let's see. See, it's still running. It is still running. So in other word, it is more or less like that. Kumar, that will come to you. How, why we put a curly bracket, that will come to you further. When I start making a class components, you will see those things. It's basically a method inside the React. That's why it's come like a curly bracket. But you will see that further in upcoming classes. So guys, you write in the ES5 or write in the latest syntax, both are absolutely fine. So it's a very common question in the interview. People say, oh, I'm writing in the old syntax, will it work? People start getting confused because they have never seen that thing. But ultimately it works. Some people ask that, now I'm writing a JSX file, will that work? Yes, absolutely it will work. You write a JS or JSX, but follow one standard. If writing a JS, then write every file as a JS. If writing a JSX, write every file as a JSX.
Sir, what is the difference between JS and JSX?
It's just an extension. It's just an extension. You can go with any extension, JS or JSX, both are fine. Now, I'll make a one div here and write one h1 tag, and below that, suppose I want one h2 tag also. Say say class React, like anything. If we go, say it's coming. Now, as this is my first component, now suppose I want to make my next component. How I can make that? So I'll make a new file here, say header.js. Any file name you can say, okay? So it's not compulsory data. File name should be same as a component name or should start a capital letter, nothing like that. It can be any file name. Now, the first component you create require two packages, React and React DOM, correct? Now, all other component only require one import, that is React, and that is from React. Now,
Uh,
next thing is, when we do like this way, you import React from React. Now, here we make a component. I'll say const any name I can give. I say header. So it's not compulsory, guys. This name should be same. Like in Java, in Java we have something like that. Class name and the file name should be same. It's not compulsory here. Okay. So const header equal to bracket arrow curly bracket. And what I return, I will return one div, okay, that have one center tag of HTML, and in this I read one h1 tag, say React app, and just put one horizontal line. Now this is same. In the first component we write React DOM dot render, correct? In the first component we'll write React DOM dot render, but only and only in the first component, means in the index file, you will write like this. All other component you will export. You will write export default header. Export default is a keyword and this is a name of the component. So only and only first component will render, because the single page application, one entry point in the application. How we make a layout file in the structures which I'm teaching you first day, that also I'll show you how exactly it work in practical. So but right now, just to tell you, only and only first file will have render. All the rendering will happen from here. All other component, if I have 50 components also, all other component will be exported. And the other thing is, in the React, there's no separate HTML file. You write HTML inside the JS only, guys. So you export this component, and how you gonna use it? Go to the index, import it. Import header from /header. Once you import it, you can use it. Here, just put the component name like this. Now if you see, it's upcoming. See, this is my header. and this is my rest of the content. So I have two components now. One is a header component that we export. Okay, all other component you write your content and you export them, and where you want to use it, you have to import this component. I'll take a doubt, just wait for me a few minutes. I'll import this and then I will use like this. The important point is, if I import by some other name, suppose say ABC, will this work? Let's try. Very important interview question. Yes, it will still work. You can import by any name. Okay, because you are only exporting this from one file. We export one as a default, so I can import by any name, but the condition is that it should not start with small letter, means you should not write small ABC. If you write small ABC, now it will not work, not throw any error, but it will not work. Why it will not work, I'll tell you. Because guys, now React got confused between two things. Actually, there is one HTML tag called header. Okay, there's a one HTML tag also called header, and this is also header. Now, how React come to know? Are you talking about the HTML tag or are you talking about the your component? So this is a problem here. React get confused between two things. Are you talking about the component or the HTML tag? So how we differentiate is, if it's a comp, so basically all the HTML tags start with a small letter. Okay, all the HTML tags start with a small letter. So React differentiate between this, like that all the I'll say component should start with a capital letter like this. So in other words, guys, all the components should start with a capital letter, whereas all the simple HTML tag start with a small letter. So you import by some other name, it will work, but it should start with a capital letter and it will work for us. So this is how exactly, guys, React start. So you start in the way that the first file is index.js, and in the public folder, first file is index.html. From the index.js, we bind the content in this div whose ID is root. And then you will make a first component will render, rest all component will export. Guys, I always say in every session, it's look like from a first day, things are little difficult. I give an example every day that when we are a kids, we don't know that B come after A. We say, okay, A, then B, then C, we learn like that. But now if somebody asks me, tell me ABCD, I'll take a quick ABCD, EFG, like that. How? Because we have learned it multiple times. We have practiced it so many times, and we are now frequent with that. We are now fluent with that, I'll just say. So in other words, guys, anything that you learn, it's not about React. In a life, anything we learn, initially everything look difficult to us because we have not done that before, because we have not seen that before, we have not done a practice of that before. Once we are, as like driving a car, first day it looked like how difficult to drive a car, three pedals, then in a handle we have light, then I have to play the music also, so difficult, right? But once we understand how to drive a car, now give me any small car, big car, I can drive it just like that. So similarly, in the initial days, everything looked difficult, guys, because we are in a learning mode. Once we learned it, everything looked easy. So my point to say here is that revision is required. Means whatever I'm teaching, if you revise it on daily basis, you remember that. If you not revise it, you will not remember that. It's just like that. And guys, this was the last session as a free session. Now from tomorrow, the link will change, and then you have to continue a new link. You have to talk to Naresh IT, that they have shared all the detail there. Talk to them, pay the fee, and get the new link. And the tomorrow our topic is a very important topic I'm going to cover, that how exactly one component can pass a data state and props, which are super important topic that we are going to cover. So multiple things, every day is an important topic. It's just like that. Okay. So yes, now I'll stop here. You guys ask.
Hello.
Yeah, Shantanu.
Yes, sir. Why we take your HR?
But this is a horizontal line. You see this line? This is HTML tag. You see this line?
Yes.
This line is coming because of this HTML tag. If I don't have this HR tag, you'll not see that line.
Yes, I got it, sir. And another thing here, whenever we are going to make one React app, it automatically generated app that is right.
Correct. It's
That
not required. We have deleted that file. We are starting from our own scratch. It's up to you. You want to use that file, you can use it. But I'm starting from scratch. It's not compulsory the file name should be app.js. That's a default file. That's what I deleted. I deleted all the file and started from beginning itself, Shantanu.
okay, got it.
Because if I start teaching those files, you will get confused that what these files are doing. So that's why my way is delete all the things and do from scratch. Just
That
only.
is that is default file, sir. We can take it or not. Correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Uh, in case in header.js file, if we are having two functions, so how
But you
can
will
we
export only one, sir. You export one. You can put one inside the other and export as a one, not as a two exports. We should not
Oh,
export two functions.
okay. So in case if I wanted to do default
Sir,
export means I
put
need
one
to
inside
create
the
one.
other. Make a separate file. If you want to do that,
Okay.
make a separate file.
Okay.
Fine. Anyone else, guys? Any question in this code? Clear? Perfect. Now, what I'm doing is, in the same fashion, like every day, I'm pushing this code to the git. And guys, we are taking a baby step right now. Baby step means we're taking a small steps. I'm doing a small thing on daily basis. It hardly take you 20 minutes to revise. You just have to go back, open this git, and just check the code once. Means this is a minimum thing you can try. Means if you can write the code, nothing better than that. But if you do a little step that you go back and just minimum check that what exactly we did, that will also give the understanding. So do this minimum, guys, and start revising, because if you pile up, then the day will come when you start realizing the content is so much, I'm not getting it because I've not revised it properly. Okay, cool. So I think I have explained everything, guys. You have seen the way of my teaching. You have seen how exactly things gonna happen and all the content wise also. So now decision is yours. Just only want to say, if you have planned to continue, don't wait for someone to call you and then you will pay. Just pay and get a new link, as simple as that.
Hello, Akash. I
Yeah.
have one doubt. Today only I joined the session. So what about previous?
You will get the recording of the both the previous classes today.
Okay, and from tomorrow, as usual, it
As
will
usual.
continue. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
Akash, may I know like which components will be covered as part of this
Both
training?
class component, function component, hooks component, all three, sir.
Are we build any kind of minor application?
We are not a minor application, sir. We are building a around 10 different application. Out of that, one is a very big application. One is a proper hotel booking app with every feature there. Filter, search bar, everything is there in that app. We are not building a one, sir. We are building a 10 application in this course. It's a very big course, sir. It take a less time, but the course is itself a big.
Okay. May I know the duration?
Duration is generally take 20 to 25 days, or it can be 30 days. Between 20 to 30 days it take. See, it is a
Okay.
full blown application which have, you select a city, you get a list of the hotel, you select a hotel, you come to the detail, you will get an image gallery, you can see the detail, you can go, you can place the order, you can submit the order, and you can go to the quick search, you will see the filters, you will see the recommendation, you can apply, use these filters, every feature of one application we are building here.
Source bar,
One.
sir. Where the source bar?
Sorry?
Search bar.
Sorry?
Search bar, sir. Search bar.
Search bar we build in a first application, Shantanu.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Are we covering any menu components, Akash?
Are we covering any?
Menu components, menu items and hamburger menu kind of stuff.
It means routing, are you talking about like home booking, about like that?
Yeah, kind of navigation.
Yeah, we are covering them, ma'am. We're making a routing anyways. Routing is a part of our course. We're covering a detailed routing, like this is also part of routing. When you click on business, you will go to next route. So all this routing and everything we are covering. Everything is covered, don't worry. Everything is
So
covered in this app, in this course.
is any
Just,
kind of tables and or paginations will
no,
get
that
covered?
is not there, sir. Sir, we are not going in a UI side. You are looking for more UI kind of content. We are not doing that. We are working more on the React side, sir.
Okay.
So this I can say one thing, guys. This course can make you perfect on working on anything in React that I can commit one thing. Only thing is, if you're doing a practice, 110% you can work on any office, any interview, anything. Because as I mentioned, when I am doing a thing from past 10 year, from past around 7 year, I'm working on this React. And I'm a consultant with a very big companies and small companies also. So whatever the content I have made in the way that anyone go for an interview or go for a real-time work in their offices, they will never lag. And believe me or not, okay, I'm not flaunting here. I have a lot of feedback I get, and I'm not sure from this batch also we get some of the feedback like that. While during a course itself, people start getting a job because they're able to crack the interviews during the course itself. And that's how the course goes. And I'm not lying and I'm not flaunting. Believe me or not, that's your choice. But I'm just telling you, the lot of feedback come in during the course in every batch, at least one or two, when they're preparing for and they go for interviews, they're able to crack the interviews during the course itself, even without completing a course as well. So that's how this course is designed, that anyone should not lag. The rest is your choice, guys. There are n number of things available in market, right? But choice is always yours. And when people say, okay, what's the difference when I study from videos I can see in YouTube or Udemy? I say I have multiple courses on Udemy. My courses are there on Udemy. But what the difference? Difference that right now when you have doubt, you ask me, Akash, how exactly it work, right? But when you go for anything, then no one who will answer. On my YouTube channel, I get a lot of queries, right? But I don't have a time to reply back. So that's a bigger difference between live classes and the online classes. So in online classes, we slowly losing the interest because no one is checking us, no one is talking to us, right? So as example, if I go to my YouTube part and if I open my videos like this, I get a lot of queries. I have sometime I'm able to answer them, sometime I'm not able to answer them because that's my choice. And that if I have time, I'll do. If I say just a quick heads up like that, if I don't have time, sometime I reply, sometime I don't reply. It's just like that. So this is a bigger difference, guys. When you take a live classes, you're talking to instructor. Your interest will still remain. But when you see the classes online, the only problem is that we lose the interest very quickly. It's just, and that's a very common thing because no one is checking us, right? No one is asking me why you've not joined yesterday, why you've not joined today. Here you have fixed time. You have to join, understand in 20-25 days, you're a React developer. You're joining a Node class and React class, you're a full stack in next 20-25 days. It's just like that. That's how it goes. And people are doing this. As simple as that. Okay. Perfect, guys. So that's enough. So you just talk to team, get the new link, and we'll continue tomorrow.
sir.
Next session. Yeah, Mohammed.
Yes, sir. Sir, what we will develop a application in React in future? It will be a responsive or we have to make
Responsive
responsive?
designing that completely depend upon the Bootstrap. Anyways, I'm using the Bootstrap in this course. I'll tell you how exactly Bootstrap can be used. But ultimately, responsive designing have nothing to do with the React, Mohammed. Responsive designing is completely taken care by the Bootstrap there. It's a part of a CSS.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Cool. Cool, guys. So let's catch you guys tomorrow, same time on a new link. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.